Hey campers, Joe here. Well, today we're going to be talking about cast iron cooking and 4 essential accessories that I think you should have if you want to really get into using cast iron, especially if it's a Dutch oven. So the first thing I want to talk about is this product from a company called Dillybaws, and I'll be doing a detailed talk on that on a different video. But when you're cast iron cooking, sure, you can do it on a grill over a fire or coals underneath it, but you know, people putting coals on the ground and put the Dutch oven on the coals or the pan over the fire. But it's also nice to have other options, and I think this is a really cool one. This is a little tripod. Now I do have the big wrought iron pole tripod with a chain on it to hang my Dutch oven on, which is nice, but you know, it takes up a lot of room over the fire, and then you're kind of limited to what you can do on the fire. This you can put into the actual fire, and put a pan or a Dutch oven on it, and work that way too. And plus you can put a pan on this. With the big tripod with the chain, you're not going to be able to put a pan on it or hang on it. So I like this. The other tool, very helpful, is the lid stand. You know, I've been many times when I have my Dutch oven, I need to take the lid off to look at it, or I want to add to it or season it or work whatever. Where do I put the lid? You know, it's hot, you gotta try and put it somewhere. You want to keep it clean on the underside. So that's where this comes in. It's really light, and you can also use it to pick up the lid when it's hot, and you don't have to get gloves if you don't have any, or if they're not nearby. But the problem with that is you're going to need 2 of these. So that's why my other tool or accessory that I recommend you have is gloves. Always have gloves like this if you're getting into cast iron cooking, because that stuff gets hot, it stays hot. And lastly, this is probably the most valuable tool that nobody ever talks about. And when you want to do either cast iron cooking or any cooking over a fire, of course it has uses besides that, but I've found this to be invaluable, because working over fires, there's no gauge that says low, medium, high. How hot's my pan? Well, you know, of course, you know, with experience you get to know and whatnot, but it's nice, especially with a Dutch oven, and you're trying to cook something long term and maintain a heat, and you don't know exactly how hot it is. Well, with this, you have an extremely good idea of what the temperature is inside of this Dutch oven, because it's a infrared with a laser pointer to read the temperature. Works on just about anything. So the whole point being, what I've found is low, medium, high. 250 degrees is pretty much a low, 350 degrees is a medium, and 450 is a high. If you start getting above that, you're getting into the searing temperatures, like 500 plus is going to be extremely hot. You really don't want to, there isn't much you want to cook that way unless you're just searing a steak. But so if I've got my Dutch oven on top of my thing here, then I want to get an idea of what I'm cooking at. If I'm shooting for, like, let's say 300 degrees, all I do is, after that's on there for a while, all warmed up, click on it, and right now that's at 89 degrees. And we know that the inside of this is going to be at least that temperature, well, assuming we were on a fire. and it read 300. If it read 300 degrees on the side here, I know that inside of there is 300 or slightly more. But at least I know I'm not like at 500 or at 150. So if they could get the point of that. Even works on fry pans too. Same principle, you know, if you're going to be doing pancakes, you don't really want to get very hot on for pancakes. You want somewhere around 275. Well, I put my griddle up there and hit it with this, find out if I'm too hot or too low, adjust the fire as needed, and you know, things are smooth. So I think that covers 3 things. Oh, and this is made by eTech City. I'll put links for all of these items that I have in my description below, and I hope that gives you some ideas. Thanks. Bye.